Okay, children, in our previous classes we have discussed about respiration and we observed two activities based on the respiration. Now we are going to discuss respiration and its types. Mainly, respiration is divided into two types. What they are? Aerobic respiration. Next one is anaerobic respiration. Aerobic. Aerobic respiration. Next, anaerobic. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. What is about aerobic respiration? Aero means air. This respiration is carried out in presence of air. In presence of air. If respiration is carried out in presence of air, then it is called aerobic respiration. Example. Where do we observe this aerobic respiration? In case of plants and animals. In case of plants and animals. Plants and animals, they can show aerobic respiration. Next, what do you know about the products formed in aerobic respiration? Carbon dioxide is formed in respiration. Next, water is formed and also energy is released. These are the products of aerobic respiration. Carbon dioxide, water, energy. Okay, so these are the products formed in aerobic respiration. These are the products generally we can see in plants and animals because of respiration. Next, anaerobic respiration. It is carried out in presence of low amount of O2, low amount of oxygen, or in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen. What is about anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration is carried out in presence of low amount of oxygen. It requires very low amount of oxygen or in absence of oxygen. It is carried out in absence of oxygen. Okay, so this anaerobic respiration generally we can see in bacteria and yeast. Where do we observe? We can see this anaerobic respiration in bacteria and also in yeast while aerobic respiration is observable in plants and animals, but anaerobic respiration can be seen in bacteria and yeast. In plants and animals, carbon dioxide, water, energy are produced as products. Next, in bacteria, because of anaerobic respiration, which products will be formed? We are going to write now. Lactic acid and energy. These are produced in the bacteria because of anaerobic respiration. In yeast, ethanol. Ethanol means it is one of the alcohol. Ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. Ethanol, carbon dioxide plus energy. These can be produced in the anaerobic respiration. Let us see respiration types. Respiration is mainly divided into how many types? Two types. Aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the respiration which is carried out in presence of air. It is called aerobic respiration. Example, plants, animals. All the plants and animals, they can perform aerobic respiration. And in aerobic respiration, they releases carbon dioxide, water and energy. Next, in anaerobic respiration means in presence of low amount of oxygen or it is carried out in the absence of oxygen. It takes very lower amount of oxygen, or it never takes oxygen. That type of respiration is called anaerobic respiration. This anaerobic respiration is mainly exhibited by bacteria and yeast. Okay, bacteria forms lactic acid and energy because of the anaerobic respiration, and yeast forms ethanol, carbon dioxide, energy in the form of heat. So, in order to understand the anaerobic respiration done by the yeast, we have experiments with the yeast named one important activity. Now we are going to discuss that important activity. It is very important, children. 4 marks important question. Experiments with the yeast. So try to listen carefully. Stop. Now we are going to discuss important activity. That activity was named as experiments with yeast. Experiment with the yeast. Experiments with the yeast. It is very important. Diagram also very important. So draw the diagram along with me. Now I am going to draw that diagram. You also draw the diagram. First draw like this. Next. This is rubber curve. Okay, now next one. This is thermometer. What is the use of thermometer? Already I have told you, thermometer is useful to measure the temperature. This is thermometer. Next, this is delivery pipe. This is wash bottle. Which bottle? Wash bottle. Next, this is outlet. Outlet for removal of unwanted gases. Outlet. Here we need to fill it with lime water. Lime water. This is outlet. Okay. Next, this is lime water. This is wash bottle. wash bottle. This is thermos flask. What is about this? Thermometer. Thermometer. This is rubber cork. Which rubber cork? Double hollow rubber cork. Double hollow means it has how many holes? 2 holes. Next, this is outlet or delivery pipe. Delivery pipe. Delivery pipe for outlet. This is paraffin. Paraffin liquid. Paraffin liquid. So this is the diagram which is useful to know the experiments with the yeast. Okay, so here by observing these diagrams we can see the materials required for this process. Which materials? Thermos flask. Thermos flask is required. Next, here we are in one solution, that is boiled and cooled glucose with yeast. Boiled and cooled glucose solution with yeast we need to take. Means materials yeast powder, boiled and cooled glucose. Next, this is a delivery pipe for outlet. Delivery pipe. This is thermometer, rubber cork. This is delivery pipe. This delivery pipe another end should be in a bottle. That bottle is called wash bottle. That wash bottle should consist in is water. That water is lime water. Next, here outlet should be there in the wash bottle. Along with these all chemicals and the materials, we need to take an important chemical, that is Janus green Janus green chemical, or it is also called diethylene green chemical. So one important chemical we need to use, that is called Janus green chemical or diethylene green chemical. So these are the materials required for this process. One more time I am going to recall you. Janus green or diethylene green chemical, outlet, wash bottle, lime water, thermos flask, paraffin liquid, boiled and cooled glucose, yeast powder, delivery pipe, thermometer, rubber cork. Which rubber cork? Double hollow rubber cork. So these are the materials required for this process. Now I am going to explain you procedure. Take a thermos flask filled with a few ml of boiled and cooled glucose. Why do we need to boil the glucose solution? What do you know about the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. This is the formula of glucose. If you boil the glucose solution, then what will happen? Glucose loses its oxygen completely. 6 molecules of oxygen are there. These 6 molecules of oxygen will be removed from this glucose solution. Okay, for this activity we need to boil the glucose to remove oxygen. So in order to remove the oxygen, we need to boil the glucose. Okay, if you boil the glucose, C6H12O6 becomes, here triangle symbol indicates on boiling. or on heating, it turns into C6H12. C6H12. Okay, if it turns completely into C6H12, we can test. You know, C6H12O6 is the formula of glucose solution. If we boil the glucose solution, it loses its oxygen. It loses its 6 molecules of oxygen and it forms C6H12 solution. So, does it contains only C6H12 or any oxygen in it? We can test with the help of this Janus Green-Bee chemical. If you add Janus Green-Bee or diazine green chemical to the boiled and cooled glucose, if it turns into brown color, then we can say that the boiled glucose contains oxygen in it. If there is no color change in the boiled and cooled glucose, then we can say that particular boiled glucose doesn't contain any oxygen in it. Okay, for this reaction we added Janus Green-Bee chemical to the C6H12O6 solution. Okay na? So take a thermos flask, inside it with add a few ml of boiled and cooled glucose and add a few ml of yeast, few grams of yeast powder to it. Next, over the surface of that particular solution, pour 1 or 2 drops of paraffin liquid. Paraffin liquid. When we pour the paraffin liquid on this boiled and cooled glucose, it forms a layer on the surface of boiled and cooled glucose. Now, we need to cover the mouth of thermos flask with rubber cork. Which rubber cork? Double hollow rubber cork. Okay na? Double hollow rubber cork. Through one hole we need to insert thermometer. Through the another hole we need to insert a delivery tube. One end of the delivery tube should be inserted in the glucose solution and another end should be in the wash bottle. That wash bottle should be filled with the lime water. Next, wash bottle contains outlet also for the removal of unwanted gases. Wait for few hours. After few hours, what will happen here? We added yeast solution, yeast powder to the glucose solution. This yeast can perform the anaerobic respiration and it releases carbon dioxide. Because of the releasing of carbon dioxide, what will happen? Temperature in the thermometer gradually increases. At the same time, the released carbon dioxide simply moves through this delivery tube and it enters into the wash bottle and finally it reaches the lime water. Whenever it touches the lime water, what will happen? Lime water will turn into milky white color. What it indicates? It indicates the CO2 is released during anaerobic respiration and heat is also released during anaerobic respiration. Here in the anaerobic respiration, heat is released. How can we observe the heat is released in the anaerobic respiration? Simply by observing the reading in the thermometer. How can we prove carbon dioxide is released during anaerobic respiration? Simply by observing the lime water. So lime water turns into milky white color. If you touch the lime water bottle, means wash bottle, after completion of this reaction, it looks so hot. It also indicates that the carbon dioxide releases during the anaerobic respiration and it is also released during anaerobic respiration. Okay children, in our next class we are going to discuss remaining topics of chapter 2. Thank you children.